Hey guys, welcome to another video on CSEC biology. And this video will be my prediction for the biology paper 2 exam 2024. And please note that this is a forecast about the possibility that a topic will be included in the CXC biology paper 2 in 2024. So since I don't actually know anything about the actual exam, this isn't a definitive list of mentioned topics. Right, of the mentioned topics. So therefore, a thorough revision of the syllabus is needed. So there's no guarantee that the exam will cover these anticipated topics. All right, guys, so this is a prediction. Doesn't mean that you should only study these topics. It means that you should cover the syllabus. Cover the syllabus in its entirety. Be fully prepared. However, based on previous examinations, these are a few of my predictions. So one, I think that genetics is a must. Based on previous papers, genetics and the Punnett square, it's a must. So I think you guys should cover that. And for persons who are having issues, I've made a video about explaining thoroughly the process of genetics and the Punnett square. Body systems, I think, is an absolute must. I think body system is the meat of CXC exam. It's a nucleus. Basically, I had never seen a CXC exam that omits a body system, a drawing of it, and a labeling of it, and then follow-up questions on it. So please, guys, this is a short 25 marks. Cover your body systems in its entirety, cover your reproduction, cover your digestion, your circulatory, your nervous system, your respiratory system, all the organs involved in your body system, and the sub, what do we call them again? The sub diagram. So for example, you'll have the lungs, and then you'll have the alveoli under it. And then you'll have how the alveoli looks when it's affected. So you know, don't leave those little diagrams for granted. Take note of them. All right. Make sure you can label them. Example, this the red blood cell. Make sure you know the difference between the red blood cell, white blood cell. Know your diagram, guys. Reproduction in flowering plant. I haven't seen this in a long time. So because I haven't seen it in a long time, I think that they might just bring it back this year. Sense organs again, guys, is a must. Know all your sense organs, guys. Know all your sense organs. Know to label and know the functions of what you label for all diagrams. And this includes body systems as well, right? Know all diagrams, sense organ diagrams, right? So please pay attention to sense organ diagrams and body system diagrams, please. Charles Darwin natural selection is I think it's a possibility. Graph and drawing is an absolute must. You must know how to analyze your graph. You must know how to analyze your drawings, guys. Or drawings, I should say. So they might give you a drawing like the cell germination process. You know, you must know a little bit about the topic, and then based on the scenario you're given, you're able to plot a graph and then analyze the data based on the knowledge you know. So, and also enzyme, guys. Please, when it comes down to graph, know about your enzymes, know about your cell, know about your germination, right? Those are popular topics on the graph, not saying that these topics will be repeated, but any topic that is, that tests you in terms of this section, please know to do the basic graph. Ensure your graph is labeled well. Make sure your graph is clear. Make sure your graph is not confusing. Make sure you know how to plot a graph. You put the manipulative variable on the x-axis, the responding variable on the y-axis. Right? Choose appropriate scales. Use small dots. a small dot surrounded by a small circle to plot each point if necessary. So use continuous line. So those are the basic things that you do in lab. Ensure that you master them, right? And make sure that whatever you're testing for, right? Whatever you're testing for should be manipulated, right? Should be different. So if you're testing for temperature on enzyme, you would ensure that you have different temperature. If you're testing for pH, make sure you have different pH. If they give you a scenario and say you're testing for pH, right? But how would you change this to test for temperature? Then you would have to then make the pH the same and then make the temperature different, right? Because whatever you're testing for has to be different. So leaf structure, guys, it's a good feeling. So pay attention to your leaf structure. Especially when it comes down to photosynthesis and gaseous exchange. Make sure you know the gaseous exchange versus with plant versus humans, like moisture, larger surface area. Make sure you pay attention to those things. And the drawing of a leaf, the lamina, the apex, ensure so you have knowledge on that. Osmosis, diffusion, ensure you know about that. Ensure you know the importance. Make sure you know the role, and ensure you can identify it in a diagram. Higher, sorry, moving from a place of high concentration to a place of low concentration across the concentration gradient. Ensure you know how to draw that in a diagram or label it in a diagram, right? Ecology is also another thing you can pay attention to. So these are some topics. Some of them is the most like body systems, reproduction, body systems and sense organs. I think, and the graph is a definite must. Genetics, I think, is a 90% possibility. The rest are just hunches. But based on previous paper, those you make sure you cover those. All right, guys. So all the best in your exams. Look out for more video explaining how to make your life easier to get that one, because we wanted to get that one, guys. So all the best in your exam. Peace out, guys. Good luck. Good luck, guys. And please remember to pray, because God is the midst of everything. All right. Later, guys.